Hello, welcome to the EduTAMS YouTube channel. In this video today, I will show you how you can set curriculum for your school and also show you how you can allocate teachers for each of the subjects that you offer in your school and how you can register all the subjects for your students. So basically, the video will be segmented into 3 parts. You are free to skip to different parts that you want to watch, but then you can't do the later until you've done the former. So you need to set the curriculum first and then go ahead and set the subject teachers, and then you can now move on and register each of the subjects for your students. And please note that if you don't set the first 2 steps, then if you want to attempt to register subject for your student, you'll be seeing error. And so by now, you should know where that is coming from. Alright, so let's dive into it without much ado. The first thing you need to do as the SP of the school is to log in with your email and your password. Alright, so once you log in, you will see an interface that looks pretty much like this. And so what you want to do is click on Setup. And if you are using a mobile phone, you should see something like this. It's a hamburger menu. Just click on it and you see that the sidebar menu will appear. Click on Setup, and under Academics, you click on Class Subject Manager. And you will agree with me that subjects are very vital to the students and teachers. And the EduTAMS school management platform allows you to set the right subject for each or group of students in your school. Now, under Class Subject Manager, we have the subject bank and we also have the class subject. The subject bank is a repository of all the subjects that you offer as a curriculum in your school, while the class subject section is where you set up the units and the pass mark for every subject in each category of the programs that you run in your school. If your school is a primary school, for instance, you have a program for kindergarten, you have a program for pre-nursery or nursery as you may have it. You also have a program for primary section. If your school is a secondary school, you have a program for the junior secondary, and you also have for the senior secondary. And you can even split the senior secondary into 3 parts: the science, the commercial, and the arts. So these are different programs that you run in your school. This section is where you set up all of them. And how do you add subjects to your school? Because you can allocate mark or units to a subject without adding it to the portal. So I want to show you how you can add a subject to the portal right now. As you can see, we have a lot of subjects right here. Yours might not be like this, yours might be empty, but just follow me. You click on this action button, then click on add subjects, and here you can input the name of the subject. Let's say I want to add English. Then here you put in the code of that subject. I can just say ENG. Then I click on save. I don't want to save this, right? But just do that and click on save, and you will find that subject here. And so you can see the subject code right here and the subject right here. And these are action buttons that you can use to edit in case you made a mistake, maybe typographical error, or you want to change the name entirely. Just click on the action button in front of each of the subjects and click on edit. You can easily edit, then click on save as soon as you're done. So once that has been sorted out, the next thing is to allocate mark and unit to that subject. Now, to allocate units and assign marks to the subjects that you just added, all you need to do is to come here and pick the particular program that you want to add this to. So once the program has been set up, you can search here or scroll down and pick the subjects by yourself. So as you can already see that all of this subject has been set up. But if you've just added the subjects here and you come here, you will see that they are actually empty. So feel free to add the units and also the pass mark. So once you're done setting that up, you scroll down and click on save. You must make sure that you save that. So if you've gotten that right, the next thing you need to do is to go and allocate teachers for each of these subjects. So follow me as I show you how to do that. Still under the setup, you scroll down and you will see subject teacher allocation. Click on that and just allow it to load. Pick the right session, the right program. I want to pick nursery and the available class, nursery 1. And now before you do this, you must make sure that you already added teachers into your class. That is when you can see them here. If you've not added into the platform, you must have uploaded teachers on this platform before you can see them here. They won't be visible here if you've not added them into the platform. So you just come right here and toggle on this, then all the name of the teachers in the school will pop up. Just go and pick the right teacher for each of the subjects, and once you're done, you click on save. But in case you made a mistake, you can easily come back here and click on remove allocation, and that teacher will be removed from that particular subject. I hope you get that. All right, so let's move on. So once you've been able to do that successfully, the next thing you need to do is to allocate teachers for the classes. So still under setup, under allocation, you will see class teacher allocation. Click on that. Don't forget we are using nursery 1A, and in some schools the subject teacher also doubles as the class teacher. But then you still have to set them up before these things can work appropriately. If you don't set them up, if you just assume that, okay, I've set the subject teacher and it's still the same person, and you don't go back there and set up the class teacher, you might be finding yourself moving in a cycle, and it can be frustrating at times. So that's why you need to just do the right thing and don't just assume that the system understands your plight. Okay? Yes. So now that we are in, it is time to begin to allocate teachers for each of the classes. Now it's simple. Make sure that you select the right time and pick a division of program that you run in your school. This is a primary school and we have different divisions here. For crèche, we have crèche 1 and 2, and these are the names of the teachers that are assigned to monitor those classes. All right, then you switch again to another division. For this we have 1, 2 and 2A and 2B. So how do you now allocate teachers for these classes? It's simple. Just click on this box and all the names of the teachers in your school will appear here. Then go ahead and pick the right person for each of the classes. It is as simple as that. But note this, that you need to do the same thing for all the divisions of programs that you run in your school. If you have a secondary school, you need to do for the GSS 1A, GSS 2, GSS 3, and if you have different arms, you need to do it for each of the arms as well. Okay, so once you're done doing that, you click on save all. If you don't click on save all, I'm sorry, you might need to repeat what you've just done. But just to save yourself time and the stress, you click on save all. Is that right? Okay. So the next thing for us to do now is to go ahead and register subjects for all our students. Now to do that, you scroll down, we're still under setup, and you click on student registration. And once you click on that, be patient and allow it to load. So right on this page, you click on this action button and select manage student courses. To register course for your students, you need to select the program and pick a class. So you can see that we have a total number of 23 students in this class, and all the subject has been registered for them. Now there are 3 ways you can register subjects for your students on our portal. The first way is to do it one after the other. That is by clicking on each of the icons in front of the student's name under each of the subjects. And the second way you can register subjects for your student is to register for all the students at once. And that is by clicking on this icon right below the subject's code. Let's take, for instance, you want to register for basic science, and you don't want to keep on doing that one after the other. All you need to do is click on this and basic science will be registered for the 23 students in this particular class, just at the click of a button. If you want to deregister subjects for the students, you can do it the same way, and I will show you that in a second. But the third way you can register subjects for your student is by clicking on this button right here that says register subjects for all students. If you click on this, the subject will be registered for all the students at a go. So that makes it pretty much easier for you to do. Alright, but in case you have students in your class that takes elective subjects, so you might need to come back and deactivate some sort of subject for them. And how do you do that? Let me start by deactivating for all the students. Now let's say for this mathematics, I want to deactivate. I just click on the icon, this icon here, click on it, and the system will prompt to ask you, are you really sure you want to perform this operation? Now click on yes, continue. Okay, so you can see that the operation is successful and the subject has been deactivated for all the students. So the same way, if you want to deactivate one after the other, just check on the icons and the subject will be deactivated for them. So I want to go back and re-register this subject for all the students, and once this one is successful, I'll come back and reactivate it for them as well. Right, I'll just check this. Yes, continue. Operation successful. And you'll see that it will change in a moment. Alright, so I'll do the same thing for this two. Operation successful, operation successful. So you can now go ahead and do for all the class arms and all the divisions of programs that you run in your school. It is quite important. So basically, there's no need to save anything, there's no need to update anything. That is all you need to do to register subjects for your students. I hope that you find this tutorial helpful, and perhaps it gives you a little more confidence to know that you can do this. I know you can.